TV history will be made this weekend, it will, when Doctor Who embarks on an anniversary adventure to mark 50 years of the hit show.
Love Doctor Who. The Day of the Doctor will star at least 3 Doctors, maybe more, and will reunite him with past companions. In just a moment, I'm going to be talking to Jenna Coleman, who of course is starring alongside Matt Smith.
Jenna joins us, I'm delighted to say. Morning.
Morning.
What's it like working on something that the whole world is excited to see?
Oh, amazing. It's just wonderful to... It's so strange because you go to work in Cardiff every day and it kind of feels like home and it's, you know, the same place, and then you kind of finish filming and you go kind of all over the world and you realise kind of how far-reaching it is and how much people love it as well.
They do absolutely love it. And we know there's going to be a few surprises in this. There's been a lot of speculation about this big show. You know, everybody's waiting for it. We believe there will be 3 Doctors.
Yes.
Yes, that's fine.
I can say that, yes.
You can?
Say that.
Yes.
Okay. David Tennant's coming back.
David Tennant,
yes.
And we have John Hurt as the other Doctor.
The Dark Doctor.
Now,
The
John
Dark
Hurt,
Doctor.
that must be, working with him just must be like an acting masterclass.
Oh, he's so cool. We'd literally, in between takes, we'd kind of all gather around in our chairs and we'd just listen to his stories.
Oh gosh, I bet he can tell a yarn.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We saw there all of the Doctors, and it depends what time you were growing up. For me, Patrick Troughton was my Doctor. For you?
You see, I like the modern ones. Yeah, Tom Baker was when I was a child, but
yeah,
I like the modern ones as well.
I do. And of course you're going to be working with Peter Capaldi. Yes. Just so exciting. Have you started yet?
We have. Matt Smith has left. We've done his last scene, and Peter has definitely arrived.
What was that last scene like, though? Because I know you and Matt were very close.
Yeah.
You only got the job, didn't you, because you spoke quicker than him or something like that?
Apparently that's why I was cast, because he had to keep up with me.
But you know, that must have been very sad when you had that script for the first time. When you...
I knew it was going to be sad, but I mean, it was really traumatic. It was very emotional and overwhelming, and but it's a strange thing because it's the nature of the show and it's so brutal in that sense of, you know, Matt leaves and Peter arrives in his costume and the scene carries on.
And you just keep going.
We just keep going.
Showbiz is tough.
Yeah, it is.
It's very, very tough.
But that's tougher.
No, very much so. But it's been such a great role for you. It really has. And you've been doing other things as well. This gives you a springboard to other things too. And you've met the fans because you've been to the first convention. Yes. And Comic-Con as well.
What was that like?
Oh, cool. Massive. It's kind of like a big festival like Coachella or something like that, but everybody's dressed up as their favourite superhero and kind of celebrating their favourite TV shows.
Okay.
And the affection, no, it's just the affection. We both have got affection for Doctor Who. It's that Whovians, the real fans are called Whovians, aren't they? And that must be brilliant to actually meet, as you said, because there you are filming, and then you go out into the big world and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
And do people dress up as like ice warriors and Cybermen?
People go to so much detail. I was sat in a restaurant and somebody came over and asked for a picture and I was like, yeah, sure. And I turned around and then they were literally dressed as Oswin with kind of, but the detail with like an egg whisk, big utility belt, rose in a hat, like, it's amazing detail people go to.
Now listen, is it true that you'd never seen Doctor Who before taking on the role?
Seriously?
You'd never seen it?
Goodness sake, girl.
But it's a strange thing because you were aware, I knew who all the Doctors were and the companions, but I never watched it. It was never on TV when I was a child. As a denied child.
You were?
Oh, of course. Because there was that terrible time in the history of television when there was no Doctor Who. And it was the fans. The fans just kept saying, it was like Star Trek, just bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. And eventually the powers that be listened, and thank goodness they did.
And apparently this weekend it's going to be bigger and better than ever, isn't it? Lots of stunts as well.
Yes, there are lots of moments, I'll say. And, of course, 3D for those at the cinema and for those with 3D TV. So, yeah, it's... There's lots for the fans.
Isn't that incredible? So it's on TV, but it's also on about 400 cinemas where you can enjoy the 3D effect as well.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Long may you continue.
Yes.
To be the guardian angel of the Doctors. That's sort of what you are, really, isn't it? It's great to see you. Thank you.
Thanks.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. Nice to see you.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.